poor family lived in Africa. The father, Kofi, was a farmer whose crops had failed for 3 seasons in a row. His wife, Amara, worked tirelessly to stretch their meager meals, but hunger gnawed at them day and night. Twins dreamt of feasts, hungry. One evening, as Kofi returned home from the fields, he stumbled upon an old woman sitting by the riverbank. Silver hair, wise eyes, twilight robes. "Kind stranger," she said softly. "You seem burdened. May I share your path?" Kofi hesitated. He had little to offer, but his heart could not turn away someone in need. "Of course," he replied, offering her what little water he carried. As they sat together under the shade of a baobab tree, the old woman listened intently to Kofi's tale of hardship. When he finished, she reached into the folds of her robe and pulled out a small, intricately carved calabash gourd, no larger than his hand. "This is no ordinary calabash," she whispered. "It holds magic beyond measure. Speak its name aloud, Magia Upepo, and it will grant you whatever food or drink you desire. But beware, this gift comes with great responsibility. Use it wisely, or it may bring ruin upon you." With those words, the old woman vanished into thin air, leaving Kofi holding the mysterious calabash. He stared at it in awe, unsure if he had imagined the encounter. Kofi tested the strange gift. Holding the calabash aloft, he spoke clearly, "Magia Upepo." To their astonishment, the calabash began to glow, and steam rose from its opening. Full bellies, happy family. Laughter filled their tiny hut, and tears of gratitude streamed down Amara's cheeks. For weeks, life transformed for Kofi and his family. They shared the bounty of the magic calabash with neighbors who were also struggling. Word spread quickly through the village about the miraculous gourd, and soon, people came from far and wide to witness its power. The family's generosity earned them respect and admiration, and for a while, the village thrived. But as days turned into months, whispers of greed began to creep into hearts. Some villagers started demanding more than their fair share, claiming they deserved extra because of their own hardships. Others suggested selling the calabash to wealthy traders, arguing that such a treasure could make them rich beyond imagination. Amara tried to reason with her husband. "Kofi, we must protect this gift," she pleaded one night. The old woman warned, "Use it is not ours to exploit." But Kofi, weary from years of poverty, found himself tempted. What harm could come from using it just a little more? He reasoned. We've already helped so many. Surely we deserve something for ourselves. Amani and Zara watched silently as their parents argued. Though young, they sensed the tension growing, like storm clouds, over their once happy home. One fateful evening, a group of merchants arrived in the village, eager to buy the calabash. They offered gold, jewels, and promises of luxury beyond belief. Kofi wavered, torn between his conscience and the allure of wealth. That night, unable to resist, he took the calabash into the forest alone, intending to summon enough riches to change their lives forever. Under the light of the full moon, Kofi held the calabash high and shouted, "Magia Upepo, give me all the gold in the world." The calabash glowed brighter than ever before, but instead of gold, a thick, black smoke poured out. It swirled around Kofi, choking him, blinding him. Panic seized him as the ground beneath his feet cracked open, swallowing everything in sight. Back at the hut, Amara and the children heard Kofi's cries echoing through the forest. They ran toward the sound, only to find the earth scorched and barren where he had stood. The calabash lay shattered on the ground, its magic extinguished. Amara fell to her knees, clutching the broken pieces. Tears streamed down her face as she realized the cost of their hubris. Amani and Zara clung to each other, their innocence shaken by the weight of loss. In the days that followed, the family mourned deeply. Without the calabash, they returned to their humble existence, working the land and sharing what little they had with others. But something had changed within them. They understood now that true wealth wasn't measured in riches, but in kindness, unity, and gratitude. Years later, when Amani and Zara grew up and told the story of the magic calabash to their own children, they always ended with these words. The greatest gifts are not meant to be hoarded or exploited. They are meant to remind us of our humanity, to care for one another, to cherish what we have, and to honor the balance of the world. For when we forget these truths, even the most wondrous magic can become a curse. And so, the legend of the magic calabash lived on not as a tale of riches lost, but as a lesson in love, humility, and the enduring power of community.